What, Sri Charan? You are ready? तौ सन्तोषयता सन्तौ श्रीलरूपसनातनौ दाक्षिणात्येन भट्टेन पुनरेतद्विविच्यते तस्याद्यं ग्रन्थनालेखं क्रान्तव्युत्क्रान्तखण्डितं पर्यालोच्याथ पर्यायं कृत्वा लिखति जीवकः. Only 6 students from class. There's 7, 8, 8. We are only 6, na? 2 are the additionals. Additional sheets. They are VIPs. Very? अच्छा रे. Are you able to understand the classes? The Prabhu signal is not there. Internet. देखो हुआ. अरे आ रहे हैं, उसको छोड़ दो, उसको रख दो. देर क्यों आया अभी? आ गए, चलो छोड़ दो. So yesterday what we were discussing? Sri Charan, what is the goal of those discussions? Without goal, we should not discuss anything. Aimless, goalless discussions are not good, na? So what is the goal? Establishing
Ananya Bhakti.
Wrong. Jiva's nature. Yeah. Bhakti is natural. Yeah. Jiva's natural position is serving the Lord. The constitutional or natural position. For this, what we are exercising? How we are doing exercise for this? So we took the Pranava and we saw the commentary on the Pranava from which Purana? Padmottar Purana. And also we have seen the commentary on the Om Namo Narayanaya. So that mantra's commentary we have seen. From these two commentaries, we understood the position of the Jiva. The natural constitutional position of the Jiva is serving the Lakshmi and Narayana. Now, yes, Vedas are glorifying the Supreme Lord. So in this way, 10th canto, 87th chapter, 20th sloka. How Vedas are glorifying? What is the fundamental summary of that sloka? Okay.
Zivos is the part and parcel of the Lord and also worship Him. This is the summary.
Yeah. So Jivas are part and parcel of the Lord, and they are meant for the serving the Lord. Like that, if anyone who knows, and he will be surrendering and serving the lotus feet of the Lord. So, like that, who you are saying, Vedas are saying. Intelligent people, what they do, they will, are the learned people, they will understand that Jivatma is the part and parcel of the Lord, and they will be worshipping the lotus feet of the Lord. So, like this, Vedas are saying to Supreme Personality of Godhead, are glorifying. Vedas are glorifying. Next, page number 330 in this book. Where is our Pitambar Chaitanya Prabhu? Into Bharsana. Why? Holy. Wow. Okay, now. Jivatma is part and parcel of whom? Paramatma. So Paramatma, who is Paramatma? Paramatma is the Akila Shakti Drutaha. Akila Shakti Drut. Krishna's form is completely transcendental. Yes, is completely transcendental. It's full of bliss. Is in his sarupa, that means his form is completely transcendental. How is out of? It is manifested out of which Shakti? Sarupa Shakti. Sarupa Shakti, okay. So, because Sarupa is manifested out of some Shakti, then that Shakti is known as Sarupa Shakti. And if you say Jivatma is part and parcel of the Krishna, then what kind of problem is going to come? Jivatma is also become the Sarupa Shakti. Then there is a problem. Problem is coming or not? So that's why Vedas are, who are most intelligent, who knows the best truth? Vedas knows. Because you are also learning from Vedas. But who knows best those Vedas? Vedas itself. And what they are saying? They are saying that this Jivatma is part and parcel of the Akhila Shakti Druk. Akhila Shakti Druk. That means, so the one who possesses the Maya Shakti, that means Bhairanga Shakti plus Tarsa Shakti. And also he's anyway he's having the Swarupa. So Swarupa Shakti also he's holding. Okay. So that's why now such a outcome is, then his part and parcel, if you say, then he is already holding so Tatastha Shakti. So that's why Jivatma. So in this case, how Jivatma is getting problem. That means it may become the Swarupa Jivatma also will become the out of the the Swarupa Shakti. That kind of problem will come. So that is eliminated. So that's why how they are intelligently saying Akila Shakti Druk. That means what? Krishna is inferior to the Paramatma. So Paramatma is holding all these two Shaktis. Bhairanga. And also some Swarupa Shakti also is there. Then he is the Paramatma. So he is Krishna. And he is having the Swarupa, this. So who is superior? Paramatma is superior, Krishna is superior. 1 plus 2 plus or 2, 3, total 3 are there. 3 Shaktis are with Parama. And but he is having only one. Huh? So can anyone say that Krishna is not holding this Vairanga and Tarsa Shakti? You cannot say. Because this element, whatever Sarupa Shakti, is part and parcel of Krishna actually. Jagruhe Paurusham Rupam Bhagavan Mahadadibhi. So who took that? Bhagavan took the Purusha Rupam. That means this Paramatma, that means Swarupa of the Paramatma is part and parcel of the Swarupa of the Krishna. And but why he is taking this kind of avatara, Purusha avatara, to handle these two, to handle this Tatsa Shakti and Bhairanga Shakti. So that's why he is known as Purusha. Purushaha. And yeah, Purushasya Bhava is Paurusham. So Purushaha. So that's why it is known as Paramatma is also known as Purusha Avataraha. Purusha Avataraha. Okay. These are also Shaktis of the Krishna only. Parasha Shakti Vivideshruvite. But he is not handling. Yes. Huh? Bhakti Shakti is the, yes. Yeah. Yeah, Ramcharan Prabhu.
So Prabhu, like so according to this explanation, so when we started with that this Tatastha Shakti on there is not part and parcel of Krishna. So but if we see that like Paramatma is also expansion of Krishna, so in reality it's basically again logically proved that part and like Tatastha Shakti is part and parcel of Krishna, right? So if you see logically, like so it's again coming back to the same point, right?
But there is a difference is there. Natu Swarupa Shakti Vishishtasya. This point you have to. Why here Vedas are saying Jivatma is part and parcel of the Akila Shakti Drutaha. That is the point we should. Then Jiva Goswami is elaborating that Tad Akila Shakti Ganantah Pati Jiva Tatastha Shakti Vishishtasyeva Tava Amshaha. That means this Paramatma is also you only who is handling these two Bhairanga and Tarsha Shakti. So Paramatma is different from the Krishna. What? It's also different and it is also not different. Same. Anyway, this is the Achintya philosophy. Next, Tataha Mandalasthaniya Twad Ashrayaka Rashmi Paramanu Sthaniya Jiva iti bha. Mandala Sthaniya. This is Mandala of the sun. And these are the rays. So all the rays are having the ashraya, shelter in whom? In the sun. So sun is the shelter, and rays are the dependent on that, dependent on the sun. The sun rays are outside to the swarupa of the. This is swarupa of the sun, and they are out, but they are also dependent. So all these photons are representing the jivas. Sun is, in place of sun you should take the Lord, that's Krishna, and in the place of the rays, so you should take jivas, jivatma. All jivatmas are dependent on sun. All rays are dependent on sun. All jivas also dependent on Krishna, but they are not in the swarupa of the.
Here is no Paramatma, the sun only Krishna and rays only Jivatma. So, but here is three option: Krishna, Paramatma, and Jivatma. So, where is Paramatma here? Example.
Where is the here?
Wait.
These rays are coming now. This arrangement is done actually by the Paramatma. So you have to understand. Okay. These rays, all rays are handled by. So sun also you should see the how this is done. That means yes. So just to make you exam, that means understand, just to make you to understand. So this kind of example is given. So in the Drishtanta, all the principles of Drishtanta you should not take as it is with the Darshtanta. So for example, sun rays are in the straight line they are traveling. So all the jivas also should in the straight line. Something. All the jivas also should be in the straight line. Can you see? They have speed of the 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Okay.
So, Prabhu,
traveling, and jivas also should be traveling like that, because we comparing with the sun rays. No, like that.
Prabhu, so
like Chandramukhi, you say. Some girl is, you are saying a Chandramukhi. So that means she is very beautiful and her face is so beautiful. Okay. So her face is beautiful, and now you are comparing with her, with her face with the moon, Chandra. So, oh Chandramukhi, you said. Then what you are saying? So that means in the Chandra there is a, like this, some, what is that? Rabbit or something, whatever that you see on the elephant. So some marks, black marks are there in that. That means, so then Prabhu, this girl is face is shining so much, but there is no this kind of black marks on her face. Then where is that face? Where are those black marks? Can you expect like that? No. What is the ashanka? What is the intention? Drishtanta is given for you to make you to understand the concept actually. So that means someone wants to explain the beauty of that girl, and that's why they said that Chandramukhi, she is Chandramukhi. That means her face is so beautiful.
Prabhu, I understand.
Wait.
I understand Drishtanta, but my question is because here is three options, na? Krishna, Paramatma, and Jiva.
That's why the phenomena you should understand. So that means how these, so like you see in the Krishna, so they are not directly, these jivas are not directly part and parcel of the swarupa of the Krishna. They are outside to the swarupa of the Krishna. So for that phenomena, to explain that phenomena, we took this example. So sun rays are outside to the swarupa of the sun. That's that point you should take actually.
So my another question is, so why we worship Lord Krishna? Why not Paramatma?
You can worship. So, but
No,
Ananya Bhakti.
because we are the part and parcel of Paramatma, na?
Yes.
So our original destination also Paramatma.
Who said?
No,
But that Paramatma is also coming from where? He is coming from the Supreme Lord. So you have options to go to Prime Minister and you have options to go to the Sarpanch. Whom you will go? Where you will go?
So when
Tell me.
So when we will reach Krishna, that time Swarup Shakti will not involve with us.
Swarup Shakti knowledge. Bhakti itself is Swarup Shakti. Without transform into Swarup Shakti, your body, so you cannot go there. You should get this spiritual body. Okay.
I also heard of an example similar where there is mention of the sun,
Yeah.
which is the inner core of the sun, which is like the Swarup Shakti of the Lord. Then there is a sun orb.
Sun God is there in that sun planet.
No, not sun god. Sun orb.
Sun orb.
That is the outer periphery of the sun.
Yes, yes.
And then there is the sun rays, which are the Jiva Shakti. And the sun rays falling, the reflection falling on, that is the Maya Shakti.
Yeah.
So that's correct? Really?
Yeah, in that you will be seeing the sun planet is nothing but the sun's Lord's abode. It is also known as sun, and in that there is a sun god, so Surya Deva, and that is nothing but the Supreme Lord, who is also in that spiritual world, in the spiritual abode. So he is sitting, and after that, so that sun planet, like that same example is there in Bhagavad Sandarbha. He explained even more. This is sun planet, sun god, sun rays, and shadow. So this is Bhagavan, and sun planet is out of the Swarupa Shakti. Sun planet is compared with the Swarupa Shakti as spiritual abode. That means Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha or the Goloka, whatever. Vaikuntha. And next, rays are the Jivas. And shadow is the Maya. Sun orb.
That is the outer periphery of the sun. That is compared to the what it is called.
This is only.
Orb, yeah. The orb, because the intensity of the heat in the orb is less compared to the center of the sun. That's what I think Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his Sambodhini Bhashyatika writes.
What is that then? Orb?
I'll have to once again refer because I was.
Yeah. So next, Jiva iti amshatve hetuhu abahir antara samvaranam. Abahir antar samvaranam. That means for the Jivatma there is no inside and outside. There is no inside and outside. There is no inside and outside for the two things. Who are those? How? Mike?
Lord doesn't have inside and outside. Jiva also from this verse.
Doesn't have inside and outside. Why?
Anoraniyan Mahatome. Smaller than.
So that means in Jiva inside is there, no? There.
Anorani.
The Gita, Nai Bhayar Antarsha, it is given. No? So the Paramatma is within and is without also. Means he is everywhere, all pervading. So in that sense, it's both within and without.
To go with the mathematical approach, two objects cannot have the inside and outside. The object which is infinite, that means there is endless. It is expanded to up to infinite. Can you find any inside and outside to that object? Sky, कहाँ से sky का तो limit है ना? Sky का limit नहीं. Sky is Vibhu. Sky is not Vibhu. So the object which is having the size of infinite. When you can have the in and out, if any object is having the limited shape, then what is outside? This is outside. And if you just open it, and that is inside. This is outside. And but this is inside. So that means any object is having the limited circumference that can have the, so that means the boundary it is having. So whatever is there out to the boundary, that is outside. So if anything is there in the inside of the boundary, then that is inside. But if the object is expanded till the infinite, can you find any inside? No. Can you find any outside? No. So that means Vibhu, never, Lord is not having the na bahir, na antar. So Gajendra's prayers, you can see that. You don't have any inside and outside. Similarly, the object which is infinitely small is also not having the any inside and outside. If it is located with the some parimana, then it is having the inside and outside. That's infinitely small. Huh? If object is having the so certain size, then it can have the inside and outside. Jivatma is also what? Is infinitely small. Then Kesagra Satabhagas Kalipidasa is a figurative expression or the dimensions of the Jivatma. Huh? There is also figurative. So figurative means in every Jivatma, his size is changing. So that's why Pradesha Matram is in that way it is figurative. So Paramatma is having inside and outside. Krishna is having inside and outside. Tell me. Krishna is having inside and outside. Otherwise, then how you are wearing the clothes to him? You are wearing clothes or not? Diameter you are finding? Krishna is having size or not? Huh? No? Huh? So Krishna is having that height of 6 feet and this. So shape, Madhyama shape. He should be having inside and outside boundary, no? Damodaril, what did he say?
So when Mother Yashoda tries to bind Krishna, so then it is always 2 inches short.
Yes, always the rope became short. When Lord himself allowed out of love by seeing the mother's endeavor, so he felt so much. That means for mother's happiness. So he allowed to be limited. But Lord appears like us. He manifests like a human being. So Narakaram. But he is not having the inside and outside. But how Prabhu? He is in the shape of middle Madhyama Akara. So, but that is the Achintya. That is inconceivable. He is being infinite, no ending, but also is appearing as localized or in some form. That is so that's why you cannot fit whole philosophy and you cannot understand all the facts of the absolute truth by the logic. Logic is having its own limits. Achintya, if you don't accept, Gaudiya Vaishnava means you should accept Achintya. You have to surrender at one place, and you can understand the facts and figures explained by the Vedas only up to certain extent using yukti, using logic. But yato vacho nivartante, even the shabda is not able to reach him because he is having the infinite qualities. Even Vedas are tired to explain, they cannot. And also he is having the inconceivable potencies. He is also sitting and he is walking simultaneously. He is seeing and also he is closing eyes simultaneously. That is huh? You will not tired. What is that? Tired. You will not tired. Okay. Bahirantascha yasya samvaranam nasti. Bahirantasya yasya samvaranam nasti. That means who doesn't have inside and outside. That is Jivatma. Because it is infinitely small. Kintu tais tair upadibhi samvaranameva asti ityartha. But it is not having any inside and outside. But Jiva is having inside and outside. Because this Jivatma is covered by what? By the Deha. This Deha. And in this way, now this Upadhi, this body is Upadhi for the Jivatma. And then through Upadhi, we are having inside and outside. So that is the point. Upadhi bihi samvaranameva asti ityartha. Atayah samvaranahinasya tava ayam amshaha eva itiva. So that's why this Jivatma is your part and parcel. Iti etat prakaram nruh jivasya gatim swabhavatah eva. So tadashrayakah tadeka jiva jivanascha so jiva iti tattvam vivichya. So in this way, etat prakaram. So that means Jivatma is finally what? Part and parcel of the Lord. It is part and parcel of the Lord. And next what? So that means by the constitutionally, that means naturally, constitutionally, this Jivatma is part and parcel of the Lord. And also, whose part and parcel? That is Krishna's Supreme Personality of Godhead. Through Paramatma anyway, that is okay. So ultimately, it is a part and parcel of the Paramatma is also not separate from the Krishna. He is a part and parcel of Krishna. So ultimately, Jivatma is part and parcel of Krishna. So that means ultimately Jivatma is dependent on Lord. That means Jivatma is having the shelter in Krishna. Jivatma is having shelter in Krishna. So, and Tadeka Jivanascha. And that's why Jivatmas, so any part is meant for what? Is meant to serve the whole. Like a machine is there. And there is one bolt. So what is the role of this bolt? This role of this bolt is to be in that machine and so that whole machine will function. That means ultimately that role of that bolt is to serve the machine. Yes, if that bolt is outside the machine, no value. But from this example, don't think that if bolt is not there, machine is also not working. So without Jiva, so Bhagavan is also not having any existence. No, not like that. But that angle you should not take for this Drishtanta. Only this side angle. Drishtanta is there, that means you cannot take everything as it is for the Dashtanta. Whatever the feature you want to explain, that much only should take. So okay, so that's why part and parcel. So part and parcel's role is serving the whole. So that's a Jivatma is part and parcel of the Krishna. So that's a naturally Jivatma is the servant of the Lord. So that means anyone who knows, that means what Vedas are saying, intelligent people, learned people, they are understanding Jivatma is part and parcel of the Krishna, and also their shelter is Krishna, and their life is serving Krishna. So like that, intelligent people understand, and what they do, they always what worship the lotus feet of the Lord. जीवाः इति तत्त्वं विविच्य ज्ञात्वा कवयः पंडिताः विश्वसिताः श्रद्धानाः भवतः एव अंग्रिम उपासते. So learned people knowing these facts, and they are worshipping the lotus feet of the Lord.
One question always come in my mind, like, that is okay, constitutional position, Jiva have to serve Lord, but Lord is already, like we are here, but he's not missing anything. He's on with his all men's, and he's enjoying fully.
Yes.
Even our presence there or not, there is no matter for him.
Yes.
Then what is the need to go for that service? If he is enjoying, let them enjoy. And but not like a specific need is there, or something is missing in spiritual world, you should go and serve. Then
so your need is there, so that's why is a that means you are not needed for the person whom you want to serve. So then why you need to go to there? This is the point here. So because he is already happy, but he is not happy since you are not happy. He is not thinking for his happiness. That's why he gave body to you. That's why he gave the system to you. That's why he gave to everything, and he is looking for you because he wants you also. But he doesn't need, but still, that is the, if in the need base, if you expect something, then it is not love. Even he doesn't need anything, but still he loving you. That is love. In material world, you will be seeing the love out of need. He's really great, na? Actually, he is. He doesn't need even a single little. So, but still he is waiting for you. Because he wants every jiva so to be in the full bliss.
one option is better, remove all jivas and no, there is no business of taking
But
back,
he wants
nothing.
naturally. He doesn't want to force.
Remove means remove the existence only. There is no need, then what? Why they are existing?
No, but he is expecting these jivas. He doesn't want to crush anyone's independence. So he wants to give the freedom to you.
The choice of independence will be there when there is some existence. Remove the existence.
Love should be from the independence. Love should be coming from naturally, not out of the forcing. Hey, remove. That means you are loving. You want to love a girl, and you are making options such that you will kill all the men in this whole universe, and then I'll be alone. You should love me. then that is not a really love, actually. That's a hankering, actually. That is a hankering. Crush, that is crush. In modern words. That is a crush, actually. But natural love we want. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. I have a couple of I need clarification. One thing is that when we are discussing Bhagavad Gita chapter like I think 8 maybe 7, I guess, when we are saying that like for living entity is the infinitesimal, it is nothing inside and outside, but Paramatma is in the heart of the living entity also, right? Because he is like the smaller than the smallest.
Yes.
So that's the one thing is that how do we understand that like Paramatma is
Paramatma is there inside the Jivatma. So that means without Jivatma, without Paramatma, Jivatma also cannot exist. So and Vibhutva also will be broken. So that is Achintya. That is Achintya. Anuraniyan.
And the second one is like probably like when living entity they are in the spiritual world. So we get a spiritual body, which is made up of Sarup Shakti, right?
Yes.
So in that case, still there is an inside and outside, or like is it like
In spiritual world, there are no dimensions. Because dimensions are possible only in the space. It is spiritual is not a 3-dimensional or 2-dimensional. It's free from the space, time, Maya, everything. Because space and time are in the material world. Nacha kala vikramaha. Nacha kala vikrama. Namayam. So there is no Maya, there is no time, and there are time when it is dimensions are when they are coming, when the element, what element? The Akasha. So when Akasha, directions, in if you see the 26th chapter of the Kapila, that means 3rd canto, you'll be seeing the dimensions are coming when the space is created. With the, if there is no space, can you say inside, outside, and top, bottom? Can you say anything? No. Space. So space means Akash.
But there are some protective persons in Goloka, not protective exactly. So there are 10 persons guarding the 10 directions in the, Goloka.
Yes.
So directions are.
Yeah, there are in the Vaikunta, there are the Pita Puja, if you see.
Yeah.
So you're keeping Lord here in this. So that's why these dimensions, where your mind is functioning. Your mind is coming from the 3, that means 23 elements. Out of 23 elements, mind is also. Our mind and intelligence, you see, so are coming from the Prakriti. So Prakriti, from Prakriti, you will be knowing that. So Mahat, Ahankara, and from the Ahankara is also 3 types. So that's first Pancha Tanmatras, Pancha Mahabhutas, and then Pancha Gnanendriyas, Karmendriyas, mind, and Rasik Ahankara, so also Buddhi is coming. So like this, so we are seeing in this material world, whatever we are trying to understand, so those are happening to the mind actually. Mind and the intelligence they are also coming from the Prakriti. So that's why the spiritual dimensions and spiritual world is not understood by this material mind. For example, Lord is having the Madhyamakara, but he is infinite also. So how it is possible? But our mind can imagine this, can conceive, our material mind, that when mind is spiritual, then it can conceive. But in the material situation, can it conceive? Can it perceive that? It cannot. So like that, spiritual world is also seen through the spiritual eyes, is known by the spiritual mind, is known by the spiritual intelligence, not by the material. So you cannot apply these now the present mathematical calculations to that. But anything is said, so the directions are these. Just those are all. Like we are saying, the Jivatma is the figuratively we are saying, just to give. If we say simply everything is not possible and no clues we are given, so then what will happen? You will be simply given with zero information. So just you should not understand that. So it is only this much, just to make you to understand. So that's why Vedanta Sutra is written, Yato Vacho Nivartante. Of course, you are trying to understand, but whoever says that I know everything about the spirituality, he doesn't know anything. So that's why there is always gap to know. So that's why these words and also this logic cannot go.
Just recently watched a class. Bhakti Maharaj was speaking on the same point. There is a commentary of Vishwanath Chakravarti for the 10th canto, where he says that the form of the Lord he's not blue, and when he's compared to lotus flower. So this is just for us to have some material reference.
Yes.
But what the Lord thinks, he's thinking, oh, he's trying to meditate on me. How
Yes.
nice. And then he gives some
Yes.
bhavabhas.
Yes. Those are all just for the sake of your help, to make you engage your material mind into the absolute truth, and so that you'll be getting the mercy of the Lord. By that mercy, you'll be getting the spiritual body. You will be endeavoring, you are doing the sadhana, so with that clues, and then you will be getting the mercy, then you will be awarded that eyes to see the God. Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, when you said no inside, no outside,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
instead of going through the whole exercise of infinitely big and infinitely small, you could have directly said because they are spiritual, therefore they don't have inside and outside.
Yeah, that is also right. So something that means our acharyas, tarka pratishtana. Tarka is not having the any kind of foundation. That means independent existence. But tarka, which is on the basis of the spiritual facts which are given in the Vedas, so some extent it can be used actually. So that one can understand the fact based upon this information, infinite and the finite. What we can say in simply, that means everything is achintya, and no need to try to understand with this material mind. Then that will be discouraging actually. That will be discouraging. So it is also, we should understand that. So we try to understand, but also it is clearly said that it cannot be understood completely. It cannot be understood completely. It is understood only as much as Lord's mercy is there, so that much. So based upon the mercy of the Lord. Yeah.
So naturally, question comes about if we all come, jivas all come from Paramatma. So how is that everyone has already existing particular relationship with the Lord?
Yeah. So Paramatma is also not different from the Krishna. He is a direct part and parcel of the Lord only. That means from the first Krishna, from that, so Balaram, then after that Chaturvyuha, that means Aniruddha, Pradyumna, Sankarshana and Vasudeva, and from there Narayana, and then once again, so Chaturvyuha. So then after that, from that Sankarshana, so Mahavishnu, that is Karnanusai Vishnu. So this much is there. If you go even in detail, Paramatma is also not directly part and parcel of the Krishna. So, and all these are there, but manifesting and non-manifesting. That means manifesting and unmanifesting. These are all there. All these, so amshas, part and parcel, sub of that main. So in this way, Paramatma is not temporary. He is always existing, but he is manifesting and unmanifest means he is, when the Lord is desiring, that means loka sisrukshaya, when Krishna is desiring to start creation, then Purusha is manifesting, where already jivas are with him in the body of the Karnanusai Vishnu. And when he glances, then when Lord desires to create the creation, then what will happen? So then Karnanusai, Purusha Avatara is manifesting. Manifesting means it's not today is created. That means it's already there. So then that started working. So then he's glancing, he's taking out the Prakriti from him only, and he's glancing that. And in that glancing, he's sending all the jivas into that, which are having the karma with along with them from the time immemorial, from the beginningless Anadi. And this is, and he's closing, Paramatma is closing. So everything is coming inside. Opening, closing, opening, closing, opening, closing. One time opening and closing means Brahma is 100 years over. That means you have thousands and millions of births you will take within one time. So Mahavishnu or Karnanusai Vishnu, so what blinks his eyes. One time he blinked, then how many millions and millions of births are over? Everything is is very astonishing, beautiful. It creates the like that. So Lord is Adbhuta, is magnanimous, is beyond our tiny thinking. And do you think in the Paramatma, whatever they explained in that our Bhagavatam, the mechanism, only this much? So much. So many things and so many sciences, all. So many details. For us, so this 18,000 slokas, in that some little is given. Then after saying all this, then what will be saying? Do directly. So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Ultimately, we are trying to bring the Shraddha in you by somehow or other. We closed all the doors to not to go to either and here and there by Pratyaksha Pramana, Anumana, or by removing, destroying. Then we made the Vedas only ultimate source for you, in that Bhagavatam only, and in that this is said, and this you should understand, and like that. So we are trying to fix you on this, and so that by Shraddha, what will happen? You will, as much as Shraddha increases, Shraddha is so increasing of, that means Ananya Bhakti is directly proportional to the Shraddha. That means Ananyata, not Ananya Bhakti, Ananyata is directly proportional to the Shraddha. When Shraddha is 100%, then Ananyata is 100%. That means before that, Ananyata is partial. You have 50% Shraddha, then you have the 50% of surrenderance to the Bhakti. That means 50% is there in some other things. So now we are trying to fix that 50% through the discussions, by feeding prasadam, by making you happy, by just trying to, that means, so do the sadhana and relish, so by hook or crook, by making you to understand, by putting rules, by putting regulations, and by giving sweets, not putting. Putting sweets is
As you said, Prabhuji, ki, our mind is so tiny and we cannot understand. We cannot understand the glories of Mahavishnu, that by the blink all creation happen, distress. But because we are tiny, and we are part and parcel of Krishna also, and our tininess is also somewhere dependent through Krishna, because Krishna made us tiny. Then, and he is through Vedas proposing his characteristic that, look, I am so great, you are so tiny. And our tininess is somewhere inclined towards, oh, glorify me. Read the Vedas and glorify me. But we are tiny because of his one. Because he wanted us to be tiny and worship.
He wanted means Jivatma is there. It's not that the Krishna created Jivatma one day. There is no creation of the Jivatma. You're understanding? Your logic is stopped there. That means by saying the word Anadi. So on that day Jivatma is created by the Lord. Can you say? No. So then why he created what? That is out already. You are there from the beginningless. Tiny. You are there, that's it. Making is not happened. If you say making, then you can say why he made, why he made like this. Who he says, Jivatma is, if something is made, then it will be destroyed also. That is a phenomenon actually. That's a universal truth. Then if you say Jivatma is made, then Jivatma will be destroyed, and then there is no Anadi, Ananta. So that's why your logic, that's why if everything is understandable by the mind itself, then that is not spiritual actually. Anything is coming under the control of the material elements is covered. That means if you are able to understand the spiritual fact by using some elements of the material elements, That means that spiritual fact is covered by material element. Then that is not spirituality. So that's why somewhere, definitely in somewhere, so you have to accept, that means you have to surrender. Your logic has to surrender. And that surrenderance is known as Anadi and Ananta. In between, you will be knowing the reality. That means you are in suffering or not? Tell me this. Yes, yes or no?
Yes.
This is a fact or not? Because it's pratyaksha. Then you need solution or not? So yes. Do you have any other solution? We already destroyed all other solutions by rejecting the pratyaksha and anumana pramana all. Then you have no way. Where do you go?
The part and parcel of Lord and Anadi, actually, how to understand these both things? Where Jivatmas are
Anadi you cannot understand. Anadi is Anadi. You want to understand?
but we understand part and parcel.
Yeah. Part and parcel we understand, because that is who is saying? Vedas are saying.
But originally not part and parcel.
Part and parcel. We are original only. But how you are understanding this? Vedas are saying we are part and parcel. That's why we are in part and parcel. Because Vedas are the source. Yeah. So that's why when these all Viparita Bhavana Asambhavanas are, there is end of all these Viparita and Asambhavanas, that is the Purna Shraddha. Huh? Yeah, Icharvadan leading to finally. So that Purna Shraddha is coming. Yes, now bas thak gaya, bahut thak gaya main. So karma, gnana, all this over. I don't want to take shelter of this. So that means whatever sadhanas are available in this nature to become happy, those are all what karma is there, gnana is there, yoga is there, vrata is there, dana is there, tapa is there, swadhyaya is there, so many are there. All these sadhanas you tried and also you think logically and finally. So we are trying to bring your shraddha, your complete faith in bhakti. That is the goal of discussion. We are discussing. That is Ananya Bhakti. Ananyata. Ananyata towards the bhakti is directly proportional to the Shraddha.
Once I heard this explanation that we are within the dream of Mahavishnu. And that's why they say, and the kalpas are called kalpas because it's his imagination. Have you ever heard anything like that? Because I heard it from Tripurari Maharaj and long time before. And I never read this in Prabhupada books and kind of struck me.
We are in the dream of?
We are within the dream of Mahavishnu. And that's why kalpas are called kalpas, because it's his imagination. And this.
No, I didn't hear.
You ever heard of anything like that?
No. Okay, let me continue. Huh? You wait. So, just a panditaha, intelligent people, what they do. So that's why Vedas are saying that intelligent people, what is the indication of the intelligence? That means understanding Jiva is part and parcel, and the shelter for the Jivatma is the Lord. Then that person is intelligent. Vedas are the highest authority. What is their opinion? Whom they want to certify as an intelligent person? Whoever is understanding Jiva is a part and parcel of the Lord, and it is having the shelter in Lord. And whoever understand this, and after understanding this, whoever is surrender, after that what? They will be surrendering to the lotus feet of the Lord. Those are intelligence. If you want to be an intelligent person, understand and surrender. You want to be intelligent of whole universe? Yes or no? Yes. This is the fact. And the intelligent person, what he will do? Vedas are the ultimate authority, and their opinion is, according to them, what is the opinion about intelligent person? What is the opinion about the intelligent person in the case of the Vedas? Vedas are whom they are saying as intelligent person, this characteristic who you are having, then immediately you also accept that fact, and you also become intelligent person within 1 minute. Huh? But that means he didn't understand. He's having something asambhavana and viparita bhavanas inside. He is having contamination, but surrenderance should be there. Surrender, but I have contamination. Then Krishna, then Bhakti Maharani says that I will take care of that. Don't worry. But if you surrender, okay. Surrender to the bhakti process. Surrender to the bhakti process. Whole Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, everywhere is said this only. Surrender, surrender, surrender. Sarvadharman parityajya, mamekam sharanam vraja, mamekam sharanam vraja. He is shouting. He is declaring in the battlefield. Then we have a mess actually in our mind. Oh, what is this? What is body and my family, my house? Because then all the explanation is needed. Oh, then three modes, prakriti, this mind, intelligence. Then we need to explain what is body and what is intelligence and what is mind and what is soul. Because we are not able to surrender immediately after hearing this statement. So then to remove all your doubts, then we need to discuss a lot. And this is Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, this is Karanano Sai Vishnu, this is Mahapurusha, and this is Virat Purusha, and after that you are Jivatma. Your body is made up of these all elements. So much trying to convince you to come to surrender. And to destroy your faith on other systems, other sadhanas, jnana, karma, all. This discussion is going on. Because some may think, many ways they think, na? So Jivatma, okay, that is best sadhana, but for how it is suitable for me? So that's why we are also proving this. Viswase hetuhu nigamavanam sakala veda bijo jivanaika ashraya kshetram shastrayonim ityartah. So they are worshipping the lotus feet of the Lord, and they are believing, and finally they are worshipping the lotus worshipping the lotus feet of the Lord. Why they are worshipping the lotus feet of the Lord? Because so what is the connection between Vedas and the Lord? That is also we need to understand. Sakala Veda Bijo Jivaneikashraya Kshetram. Lotus feet is the field. Is the field. Okay? Is the field where the field, what is the use of the field? If you keep a seed in that field, so then that seed is sprouting and it is dependent on that field. Yes? So similarly, Lord's lotus feet is the field, and these Vedas are the so bija, seed actually. So Vedas are the bija, seed. Shastra. That means Shastra Yonitvad Brahma. So Veda Vyas also writing a Vedanta Sutra. Shastra Yonitvad. That means Vedas are also having the shelter in Lord. And that's why they are saying what? That intelligent person should worship Lord. Ataha nityatvad ashrayika jivananam api tesham tadvai mukyena yat samsara dukkam bhavati tadapi sammukyena swayameva palayati ityahu abhavam iti. Nityatvad ashrayika jivananam api tesham. Yes, these jivatmas are always existing eternal, and they are so dependent. They are dependent on the Lord. Their shelter is Lord only. But that is a fact. but these jivatmas are not turning towards him. Tesham tad vaimukyena. That means they are not turning towards him. Then what is getting? Samsara dukkham. So now if they turn towards the Lord, that means if they turn towards the Lord means they start worshipping the Lord. Then what will happen? This samsara dukkham will be over. So that means what? Lord's not worshipping the Lord's lotus feet is the cause for the samsara, and worshipping the lotus feet of the Lord is the cause for the destruction of that samsara. So that's why Lord's lotus feet is also known as abhavam. Abhavam means which removes the bhava. Bhava means so samsara. Lord's lotus feet also known as what? Abhavam. Abhavam means so no samsara. How Lord's lotus feet is no samsara? Of course, Jivatma is having shelter in the Lord. That means is constitutionally is part and parcel of the Lord, but not understanding this, not knowing this, it is trying to be independent. Then it is getting the samsara. And now it is understanding this fact and turning towards him and start worshipping him. Then what? No samsara. Navidyate bhavah samsara yatra iti. So athava bhajaniyasya nityatvena bhaktehi api anashwaratvam pratipadayanti. So Lord is also eternal, you are also eternal. So then the devotion is also eternal. Abhavam janma rahitam angrim iti. Okay. Tasmad akinchanaka bhaktireva sarvodhvam abhideya. So that's why we should say that. So akinchana bhakti is the supreme. So what will stop or continue? Huh? Finished. Okay, we'll discuss remaining thing. Bhakti Sandarbha is also eternal because Bhakti is eternal and Bhakti Sandarbha is eternal. So tomorrow onwards we will be studying next prakarana actually. Next prakarana means now we understood Ananya Bhakti is desirable and it should be considered as the topmost method to follow. So that is established way. But how to get that? How to get that Ananya Bhakti? Sadhu Sangha, association. So that we will be discussing in the tomorrow class onwards. How to get this Ananya Bhakti? Yes. What kind of sadhus you should associate? How many types of sadhus are there? Uttama, Madhyama, Kanishta, and also varieties in that. Those all details we will be discussing. And after that, whom we should make guru? What are the different types of the gurus? All will learn. Sadguru. Okay. Any questions or anything? No. So thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.